Shout out to everybody. There we go. Okay. Well, even before the results are called, I already know what's going to happen in this fight. Anthony Joshua unanimous decision win over AnDy Ruiz. Credit to Anthony Joshua on his win. Confused AnDy Ruiz a lot with his movement and feints. Didn't think he could do it. Intangible boxing, you were 100% correct, brother. I was wrong. Shout out to Anthony Joshua, who has just beaten AnDy Ruiz. I'm going to go back though and watch Povetkin versus Michael Hunter. I didn't watch that yet. Alexander Povetkin versus Michael Hunter. Shout out to Anthony Joshua. Great win. I don't know what the results they're gonna call. The results hasn't been called yet, but I mean, come on now. He outboxed him. He outboxed him. He outboxed him. He outboxed him. Very, very good. Very, very good. Beautiful stuff. And Anthony Joshua needs all the credit in the world. All right, shout out to Intangible Boxing, who predicted that Anthony Joshua would win. Kudos to him on that. Kudos to him on that. Anthony Joshua beats AnDy Ruiz. The official results haven't come out yet, but that's exactly what happened. And he outboxed him. AnDy Ruiz was the heavier puncher, the more dangerous puncher. But Anthony Joshua was able to basically box on the move, so AnDy Ruiz couldn't plant his feet at any time. He did not try to trade. He went off the jab mostly. He realized AnDy Ruiz was dangerous in the trades. And so he basically boxed off the jab. Beautiful jab, beautiful pivot work, and got the victory over AnDy Ruiz. So credit to Anthony Joshua on that. It's almost a unanimous decision win. It's like she swept almost every single round. The earlier rounds were more competitive, but as the fight went on, you could see AnDy Ruiz kind of starting to give up. And Anthony Joshua took it, man. He's taking that. You guys can leave your comments in the comment section. I was wrong, 100% wrong on this one. You know, I eat my crow. I thought AnDy Ruiz would knock him out. But he boxed very well. He was still getting troubled by AnDy Ruiz's punches, but he was smart enough to know how to box and stay on the outside. And he had AnDy Ruiz respecting his power at least sufficiently enough not to just walk through him. So, credit to Anthony Joshua. Beautiful boxing. Beautiful win. Credit to Intangible Boxing on calling it. Yes, Mr. Hulk 333 did a great job. True champion. Took a loss and he bounced back. And he is, once again, unified WBO, IBF, and WBA world champion. So congratulations to Anthony Joshua. He took it very seriously. Came back, and he came back strong as a true champion. Got to give him his props. I did not see this coming. So for all the other people, I don't think that the weight had much to do with it. Maybe you guys thought the weight had something to do with it. Maybe, I don't know. But I found that AnDy Ruiz was just confuffled. He was confused by what Anthony Joshua was bringing to the table on him. And kudos to Anthony Joshua and actually giving a masterclass performance. Exactly. Hulk 333. We didn't know he had it in him. He got it in him, man. The brother went back, worked on his game, and he was able to beat a very dangerous fighter. So kudos to Anthony Joshua on that. I want to hear you guys' comments in the comment section. What you guys got to say about this fight? True class act, Anthony Joshua is the WBO, WBA, and IBF world champion. They should have announced the results by now. The judges probably came in with a decision. It's not a hard fight to score. Joshua won just about every round except for the round where AnDy Ruiz hurt him. There was 2 rounds or 3 rounds that AnDy Ruiz hurt him in. It's like a 10-2-9-3 fight. Beautiful boxing. Beautiful boxing. As for the Michael Hunter Povetkin fight, I haven't watched that yet. And I did not watch the Dillian White versus Maurice Walk. I heard that the fight was a tough fight for Dillian White to some degree because he had been, he was saying that he was out of boxing for a little while. Went through some stuff. Maurice Walk proved to be a tough customer. And in fact, I did watch the little thing that Jarrell Miller had to say about him dealing with Murderous Walker. Now he's a tough customer. So all that should be put into consideration. Let it cook for a little bit. So, once again, I'm sure the official scorecards will show. At a 10-2 or a 9-3 score, Anthony Joshua beat AnDy Ruiz. Went the distance. Joshua definitely boxed smart. Took all the advice he could get to. He really wanted this fight, and he definitely came up trumps with it. I want to hear what you guys got to say in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Anthony Joshua beats AnDy Ruiz. Kudos to Anthony Joshua, true champion. I was wrong. I thought that I did not change my mind on AnDy Ruiz beating him. I thought Styles made fights. I thought AnDy Ruiz would beat him once again. But Anthony Joshua had the right game plan for AnDy Ruiz. Wrote out the early storm what AnDy Ruiz was going to do to him and befuddle his ass. AnDy Ruiz didn't know which way to go. He was trying to walk him down, cut off the ring, but Anthony Joshua was, he wasn't staying planted at all. He was constantly moving, and he moved for 12 rounds. Kudos to Anthony Joshua on that. Love how he just stayed just out of range. So AnDy Ruiz was actually coming up short with certain punches. AnDy Ruiz still throwing some punches to the pits and stuff like that. But I noticed that he didn't really have as much bob and weave as I thought. He didn't land any left hooks to the body. None of that stuff. So it is what it is. I just think that Anthony Joshua did an excellent job against AnDy Ruiz. And it all goes to show that I guess the short change-up where AnDy Ruiz was the last-minute replacement was probably the problem for Anthony Joshua. Championship Boxing Channel, shout out to you. This is Afro-American Thoughts. All right, man. What did you think of Anthony Joshua's win over AnDy Ruiz? I was absolutely and incontrovertibly wrong in my calling of the fight. I just want to say that. No excuses. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I want to hear what you guys got to say about the successful retaining of his belts. Anthony Joshua beating AnDy Ruiz, proving that he's a true champion. All the people saying he's a fake champion and all of that stuff. Can't say that he's really the true champion. Championship Boxing Channel says I had AJ winning beforehand. Okay. I didn't have him winning beforehand, but when I watched that fight, inevitably, incontrovertibly, without any kind of controversy, he won that fight. 10 rounds to 2, 9 rounds to 3, tops for AnDy Ruiz. Maybe AnDy Ruiz got 3 rounds. Very good boxing by Anthony Joshua. Kudos to him. He's a true champion. He proved me wrong. Championship Boxing Channel says one word: fight tall and jab and move. He didn't fight tall though. He didn't really fight tall. He was down to his level. He kept to AnDy Ruiz's level. He was throwing the jab. But popped the jab really nice. Kept moving all night long. Ain't trying to engage at all. Got some heat behind the right hand. Make sure you keep him. Thinking about coming in, not just walking through him. Yeah, very good jab. Very good jab. Pop that jab all night long. Stick and move, baby. Stick and move. Look good. I thought it was too slow for AnDy Ruiz. In fact, AnDy Ruiz's hands are very fast, but his feet are not as fast as his hands. He's quick though. He's quicker than Joshua. But Joshua kept him honest and kept on moving target. Very good. Kind of like what Kovalev was doing to Canelo. Canelo got a lot more tools, I thought, than AnDy Ruiz. It's interesting. AnDy tried to cut them angles, but Anthony Joshua kept moving, man. Kept moving on him. Good fight by Anthony Joshua. I boxed him easy. Outboxed him easy. Don't forget to smash that like button. So, people, what's your thoughts on the fight? Did you guys think that he would have beaten AnDy RUIZ that easily? He beat him easy. Or made it look easy at least. What do you guys think? And it looks like we might get this Anthony Joshua Deontay Wilder matchup, which is an exciting thing. A lot of people wanted to see that happen. Well, it just might happen now. Anthony Joshua's back in the fray. If he's not number one, he's the number 2 heavyweight in the division. A lot of people talking. Championship Boxing Channel says Gerald Miller is a better version of AnDy. Championship Boxing Channel says because he can move. I thought it was going to be a closer fight. I thought so too. I thought it was going to be a tougher fight. He made it look easy. He made that stuff look easy. Did they give the score yet? On the scorecards? What's the official decision? Championship Boxing says, I'm surprised at AJ's conditioning. Well, you can see he was smaller, trimmer. Took a lot more muscle mass. Championship Boxing Channel says AJ won already. What's the scorecards, you know? I didn't even look at the scorecards. I knew he won. I didn't wait for the verdict. I knew he beat AnDy RUIZ. It was wide. How much? 10-2? 9-3? $118, 109. 10 to 2. All right. It's good stuff. Yeah, intangible. You said so. You said he would have to engage him on the inside and bully him and push him back, but he didn't need to do that. He boxed him on the outside all night. Made sure he didn't set to throw. He boxed him from a distance. But he did make him respect his power. Pretty much all the judges. Yeah, it was a unanimous decision. He beat him easy. He beat him easy. But you were right, Intangible. I told people Ruiz doesn't cut off the ring, just stalks. I don't know about that. KP from KC5 says, I don't think AJ beats Deontay or Fury. I mean, he showed that he could beat Ruiz. And he showed that once he's ready for a fighter, he can handle him. He was motivated. He was ready. Boxed beautifully from the outside. Very rarely he let Ruiz get on the inside. And when Ruiz hit him, he did hurt him. He hurt him every time. Every time Ruiz hit him, he hurt him. But AJ wouldn't allow him. I love that AJ, for once, was tying him up. I mean, Ruiz was sometimes preventing him from tying him up. He would resist the tie-up, and he would catch him with the overhand right? But for the most part, AJ boxed well. For the most part, AJ boxed very, very well. He was not letting Ruiz set. He wasn't letting him set at all. It wasn't, in my opinion, intangible. It wasn't that Ruiz couldn't cut off the ring. It was that AJ kept on changing direction. You know, he would do like this, as if he's going this way, and then he'd just do like this and go the other way. Right? So he'd do as if he's going this way, and then he'd just go back this way. He changed direction. And he also changed distance on him. Sometimes he'd be right up on, not right up on him, but close enough, and then he'd kind of go back and across. So, brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Good boxing. Good boxing. And he wouldn't let him set. His cardio was good. He was going at a good rhythm, a good pace. Popping that jab, boy. He popped that jab on a pivot like a motherfucker. It's good stuff. Intangible Boxing says AJ going to school Wilder. I don't know. I don't know. Like those kind of equations, it makes for an interesting fight. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It makes for an interesting fight. Wilder's not Ruiz. We all know this. Wilder's a lot quicker than Ruiz. Ruiz is quick. Let me check myself. Ruiz was confused. That's why Ruiz didn't know which way AJ was going. He was a bit confused. That's why he wasn't being able to throw what he wanted. And when he throw, he missed. And sometimes AJ make him pay for missing. So he's counterpunching. But mostly stuck a move. It's good boxing. It's very good boxing. I gotta give AJ his props. AJ would school Wilder. I don't know about that. I don't know if he schooled Wilder. I don't know. Wilder's a smart fighter too. Ruiz is a smart fighter too. So I mean, Ruiz is a tough customer. He's a tough customer. We all know this. If you don't come with your A game, Ruiz gonna take you out of there. But AJ showed a formula which works. Don't let the guy set. And it wasn't a whole set of excessive movement by AJ either. It's good footwork. AJ gonna school Wilder and sleep him late. He didn't sleep Ruiz. He's not gonna sleep. He will sleep Wilder. If he even sleeping Ruiz, he's not gonna sleep Wilder, man. Come on now. I don't know. I don't know what would happen with AJ and Wilder because Ruiz still caught AJ with some shots. If Wilder catch him with those shots, you know, we just don't know what would happen. Championship boxing. AnDy can only fight on the inside, not even mid-distance. He do okay. He still land the jab on the inside, but on the outside to the inside, he do his thing. It's just that he was trying to hunt down AJ, and AJ wasn't there. AJ actually was, you know, he had some fleet of foot. AnDy can only fight inside, not mid-range. This shows that AJ wasn't focused last fight. Well, it was a last-minute replacement. It was a last-minute replacement. This one, he was motivated and everything. He was like, I'm gonna win this fight. He was very motivated. KP from KC says that's the problem. Wilder and Fury are longer than Ruiz, and they both can move quicker on their feet than AJ. Yeah, but again, AJ, if he keep his defense tight, remember he was keeping his defense against Ruiz as well, pretty tight. He's keeping his hands up. The time before he kept his hands down. This time he kept his hands up and he was popping the jab. So he was doing everything as best as he can to keep his defense tight. Wilder's a lot more, Wilder takes more risks. Ruiz is more calculated. But once again, kudos to Intangible Boxing. Kudos to everybody else. If y'all like this video, this little discussion we're having, don't forget to smash the like button. You can also subscribe and donate to my channel by Western Union or MoneyGram. KP from KC says that's the problem. Yeah, they longer than Ruiz and they both can move quicker. Yes, they are quick-footed guys. AJ back in the game, y'all. He's back in the game. Championship boxing champ. And he beat Ruiz easy. He made it look easy. Championship boxing. Ruiz only has quick hands on the inside. That's all. He has quick hands. No doubt about that. His feet are slow. I wouldn't say his feet are slow. I would say he was confused. AJ confused him. Because by the time he set to go this way, AJ over there. So AJ would change direction. AJ would be going this way and then he would just change and go that way. And Ruiz is trying to step in and cut off the ring. And AJ gone. Kind of hard to cut off the ring on guys like that. So he confused him. And Ruiz was second guessing certain things. And AJ made him respect his power early. And Ruiz is a calculated fighter. He's not just going to run in there and just try to run you over like that. So, good stuff. And you can see Ruiz, once he gets on the inside, he throw them combinations real fast. You know, AJ get caught with one or two. And you would see him smile and grin. Because he said, "Oh, you got me, motherfucker. I know what I did wrong." Don't engage that guy. You don't trade with Ruiz. You don't trade with Ruiz at all. You pot shot his ass. And you move. That's what AJ did. And he did it in a very systematic way. He got the victory. Clarissa Shields was backing AJ. He said, AJ gonna win this one. And he did. He did. Ruiz is very dangerous. He is very dangerous on the inside and mid-range. Mid-range and inside. Once you get that jab inside, if you stand up for 1 second in front of Ruiz or near to Ruiz, Ruiz is going to take advantage of the situation because he's very quick. He plant and he just move, right? The problem with it was he could never find a steel target with AJ. AJ constantly moved for 12 rounds, which is very impressive. He was doing it at his pace, but nonetheless, he was moving for 12 rounds. And the movement he was doing was with the feints. And he would change direction and all that stuff. Very impressive for a guy who does not have an extensive amateur background. A guy who has very few professional fights. It's very impressive. Very impressive. A guy who has been fast-tracked. Very impressive. Because you know my speech was based on Chris Eubank Sr. And I thought Ruiz was going to take this because he had the amateur pedigree and all of that. AJ proved me wrong, man. And I'm happy to see that. He is, once again, undeniably, there's no robbery here, none of that shit. Undeniably, he is the unified WBA, IBF, and WBO champion. He did it, and he did it against a Ruiz, which is dangerous, the same Ruiz. Nobody tell me about the extra weight gain and all that bullshit. And besides, it wasn't much weight that Ruiz gained. If you think about it, he's wearing clothes. So if they say 15 pounds over, but when you think about it, the clothing itself is about 6-7 pounds, right? The clothes will be 6-7 pounds. He's wearing boots and all of that stuff. So 6-7 pounds, you take that away from 15, about 9 pounds overweight. That ain't much difference. You know, that's the same Ruiz. It's just that Ruiz now, the Ruiz that faced him, AJ confuffled his ass. He confused him. He confused him. You know, good boxing by AJ. And I give AJ all the props in the world. You know, I also give Intangible props for getting it right. Even though he had a different game plan. You know, he wanted AJ to more engage with Ruiz and push him back. And Ruiz is a guy that rarely gets pushed back. But instead, AJ kept him on the end of the stick, which was brilliant. I didn't think AJ could do it. I never seen him do it, but he committed himself right after he lost. He got back in the gym, and this man committed himself to get in there, and this man pulled it off. That's incredible. And you got to give this man mad props. This guy only got what? How many fights he got now? 20-something fights? This guy's doing phenomenal. You know, this man is unified world champion, lost his belt to last-minute replacement, who was devastating, a good, you know, certified, dangerous fighter. People talk about Luis Ortiz. AnDy Ruiz is a problem. AnDy Ruiz is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. But both Joseph Parker and now AJ have solved that problem. I don't think AJ will ever want to see AnDy Ruiz again. But at the same time, you know, they solved the problem. Deontay Wilder solved the problem with Luis Ortiz, even though he was down on the cards. He solved that problem. So it really sets up for a really good fight if Deontay Wilder can get past Tyson Fury. Dillian White is back in the mix. He's been cleared by UCAD. So Dillian White is another contender that will be facing the WBC champion, whoever that is. It could be Tyson Fury. It could be Deontay Wilder. You know. But once Dillian White's out of the way, we're looking at AJ next. AJ might be able to face Deontay Wilder. So if Deontay Wilder can get past Tyson Fury, this is our big set of ifs. I don't know if he can. And then if he can get past Dillian White, now we're looking at in 2021 a fight with maybe late 2021 a fight with Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua keeps his title and keeps on keeping his title. But Anthony Joshua is a quality boxer, quality customer, proving he is the true champion. Kudos to Anthony Joshua on the win. What you guys have to say in the comment section? Y'all be talking, and I don't know what y'all guys be saying. Miller is the biggest X factor in the division. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. They said AnDy Ruiz is a better fighter than Gerald Miller, so we'll see. But they have a problem. Ruiz is a problem for anyone. Well, shout out to each and every one of you guys. I'm going to go look at Michael Hunter versus Alexander Povetkin, and then I'm going to look at Dillian White versus Mariusz Wach. I'm going to catch you guys later. Deuces to all you guys. It was a good night of fights. Miller versus Ruiz is a good fight. That's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. They got a lot of good fights out there. So we'll see what happens. And remember, they got the younger heavyweights coming up as well. So we'll see how the heavyweight division pans out. Anthony Joshua regains his top as king. He has beaten AnDy Ruiz. He's got himself back in the position. Kudos to him. I didn't believe he could do it. He did it. Intangible believed it. Clarissa Shields believed it. Ringside Reporter believed it. Beeb and myself, we didn't believe that would happen. But turned out that it did. I know, but I gotta go watch it. It was a draw. I want to see if that's really true. Then I want to watch Dillian White versus Mariusz Wach. I'm gonna check out those two fights. I know they happened already. Shout out to each and every one of you guys out there. Hope you guys having a good weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, eat the right foods. Me, I'm 165. I'm doing okay at 165. I check out Clarissa Shields stuff all the time. And she talks about weight loss and how to do it and stuff. I can't eat the nutrition that she had at the Subway today. For those of you who don't check out my next channel, I'm trying to get up on my next channel and talk about Release the Snyder Cut movement and what they're doing out there concerning feeding the poor, suicide prevention, and many other good things they're doing. So you can check out my other channel, which is Christ Am Disciple, aka Greek Monk Picks, for a little bit of updates on that. I also posted some video and some pictures for you guys to see. On that note, I hope you guys have a good night. Blessings to all you guys. I'm trying to put up another video. This was just a quick response, reaction video. Anthony Joshua beating AnDy Ruiz. Kudos to Anthony Joshua, true champion. You know, I've always subscribed to his YouTube, so I watch it, his progress and stuff. Man came back, and he came back like a true champion. And listen, he not only beat this dude, he beat this dude. Like nobody could question it. He outboxed him completely. Beautiful work by Anthony Joshua. We'll see what goes for the horizon for him. The heavyweight division looks interesting now. It really does look interesting. So we'll see how things pan out. As for me, I'm be out of here. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.